Hello, everybody. X Green here. What am I saying? This isn't my gaming channel. This is my new channel, X Life Game. This is just where I read a bunch of stories on Reddit and do a bunch of things that I do in the real life. And that's why I'm gonna change my gaming description because whatever I said in my gaming channel description, some of those are going to be in this channel's description. So, we are going to read 3 stories. Alright. Can you give me a ride home? A tomato bisque quick. After lurking on the sub for some time, I finally decided to make an account and tell my story. For context, I am a 37-year-old male, and this takes place 5 years ago. I was working as a front desk at a small office. This office was on the ground floor of an office building. It's not as usual for people to wander in lost or looking for the restroom. It was about mid morning on the day this took place, and I was the only one in the office at that time. A man walks in and comes up to my desk. He looks to be in his mid 20s and high, and he looks to be in his mid 20s and high on who knows what. I asked if I can help him, to which he replies he just left the bar and is in need of a ride home. He sounds really strung out. I asked him if he'd like me to call a cab for him. Well, could you give me a ride home? Trying to be nice, I explained that I cannot leave this office, and again offered to call him a cab. This time he says yes, and I instruct him to take a seat across from my desk in the lobby. As I finish on the phone with the cab company, the man gets up and approaches my desk. He then proceeds to tell me, "I think you're very attractive." At this point, I'm creeped out, though not from being hit on by a man, since I am gay. This just didn't feel right, and the way it came out, it was odd. It sounded like without energy and as distant as everything else he said. And normally, if you're going to give someone a, a compliment of this manner, there's usually some feeling behind it, or at least a smile. Nope, same monotone inflection and expressionless face. All I was able to muster was a quick thank you, and just after that, my coworker walked in the front door. This guy immediately turns to her and asks, "Can you give me a ride home?" She looks at him in horror and just tells him sorry. That's she's extremely busy. As she shovels quickly past him into the back office, I remind him that he has a cab on the way. He sits back down and doesn't say anything. About 5 minutes pass. He leaves the office without a word. I figured he just I decided to wait out front for the cab. So I go back about my day, not before wondering what the hell all that just was. About 10 minutes later, I get a call from the cab company saying that the car arrived and there's no one out front waiting. I briefly explained the situation and apologized. At this point, curiosity I got the better of me. I got my coworker to cover my station, and I leave the office to see if this guy is still wandering around the building. No sign of him out front. I turned the corner of the building and looked to a small shopping center right across the street. Pinned down in the middle of the driveway by three cops is a creeper looking for a ride. I have no idea what happened, and I regret not asking the officers afterward. I checked the local crime blotters and local news outlets, but never found any mention of this incident. It's possible that he approached someone at one of the shops and creeped them out enough to call the police. This is just speculation on my part, but the fear is that he attacked someone. That scares me because it could have easily been my coworker or myself. I kicked myself afterward for not calling the police. At this time, I really didn't feel like I had a reason. While he was weird and likely high, he didn't do anything to push me that far. But the whole encounter seemed so much scary after I saw him being detained by the police. So creepy, bored looking guy looking for a ride. Let's not meet again. Oh crap. Alright. Well, I don't know what to say about that. So the next thing we are gonna do is I thought it was my neighbor. I think someone tried to break into my house last week. I woke up around 11:30 and went to the kitchen to get some water. Off of my kitchen is a little sunroom with French doors that open onto my deck. I glanced through the glass in the doors and saw a tall man with a small LED flashlight out on the deck. My little dog noticed him too, and he stood in the doorway and growled at the man. But I just kept on heading for the fridge. I'm a new mom, and I'm pretty much exhausted 24/7. So my sleep deprived brain just rationalized that it was my upstairs neighbor who I'm friends with taking his dog out. I walked by the doors again and looked great at this dude, but I was in a t-shirt and undies with taking his dog out. I walked by the doors again and oh, and it wasn't trying to make awkward eye contact with my neighbor, so I told the dog to quiet down and I went back to sleep. It hit me the next morning that it was strange for my neighbor to be on that deck that late, especially since there is a gate that latches at the top of the deck stairs, and it would have been tricky to manipulate its latch while holding a flashlight and a leash. I checked out the doors and noticed that it looked like someone had tried to mess with the dead bolt marks on the doors where the lock bolts put them together. Also, the gate was wide open. It was securely closed around dinner time as the night before, and we put the dog out there while we had company. The gate keeps him from taking off. I texted my neighbor's wife and I asked if she knew what he was doing on my deck cellar, hoping that it was him out there and that I was just being paranoid. Nope. She tells me that he was in a bed, sound asleep. My husband works nights, and no one else should be in the backyard in the middle of the night. To whoever was looking out there, let's not meet. And close the damn gate. How much time do we have left? I think I'd probably say. I know I said 3 stories, but I think I might end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and also I'll see you guys later. Bye, and be sure to check out my other channel and subscribe. Bye.